All right, we're going to do now the angle between two vectors. We're going to have to know this formula. And the formula says the angle between two vectors is theta, and it's given by the formula cosine of theta is u dot v divided by the magnitude of u times the magnitude of v. Okay, so when we're given a problem like this, you're given u and v, first thing you need to do is maybe figure out what the dot product is, a u dot v. So if you recall, to figure out dot product, you multiply the i's. So 3 times 6 is 18, and negative 2 times 3 is negative 6, and 18 minus 6 is 12. Okay, so the u dot v part is 12. Then they ask us to find the magnitude of u. So the magnitude of u would be equal to the square root of 3 squared plus negative 2 squared, which is 9 plus 4, which is square root of 13. And then the magnitude of v, which would be the square root of 6 squared plus 3 squared, which is 36 plus 9, which 36 plus 9 is what, 45? Square root of 45? I know that simplifies, but it's not that helpful to simplify it here because you're just going to put it in your calculator anyway. All right, so then when I go to set my formula up, it'll be cosine of theta is equal to u dot v, which we said was 12, and you're going to need to put parentheses, divided by square root of 13, and you know your calculator automatically puts parentheses, so close it, times the square root of 45, okay? All right, and now I'm going to get my answer in degrees. I think my calculator is in degree mode, and it is. So I'm going to go ahead and just say, I'll just do this part first. So I go 12 divided by parentheses, square root of 13 times square root of 45. And I hit enter. Then I go second cosine, second answer. And I get that theta is equal to 60.26 degrees, approximately 16.255. So I'll say 60.26. That's what theta is equal to. Let's look at the case right here. When you do this, you would get u dot v is equal to, and if they're missing a part, that part is 0. So this would be negative I plus 0j, and this would really be 0i plus 3j. So u dot v would be negative 1 times 0, which is 0, and 0 times 3, which is 0. So it's going to come out to be 0 on the top. When you figure out the magnitude of u, you'll just get the square root of negative 1 squared, which is just 1. The magnitude of v would be just the square root of 3 squared, which would just be 3. So cosine of theta is going to be equal to 0 over 1 times 3. So it's really just going to be, you're just going to go second cosine 0, and we get 90 degrees. So theta is equal to 90 degrees. When you're looking at this, a problem like this one, you could see that negative I, that vector just goes down 1, and then, never mind, negative I would go to the left 1. Okay, so that's what u would do. V goes down 3, so it would be 1, 2, 3. So that vector looks like that. So you could see that the angle between them is 90. So if you plotted the points, remember the I coordinate is the horizontal component, the j coordinate is the vertical component. All right, moving along to unit vectors. They give you a vector. They would like to know what the unit vector is. It's going to be parallel to vector v, going the same direction as v, but it'll only have a unit of 1, it's only 1 unit long. That's its magnitude. So all you do is you say u is equal to vector v, which in our case is 5i plus 12j, divided by the magnitude of v. So the magnitude of v would be equal to the square root of 5 squared plus 12 squared, which would be 25 plus 144, 25 plus 144, which is square root of 169, which is indeed 13. So the magnitude of this is 13. So once you get it like this, you can just kind of separate them out. So I like to do an I Heart Math move. I heart math, math hearts me, doing my math correctly. Do, 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 do. And there, my dear students, is our answer. 5i over 13 plus 12j over 13. Easy and fun, yes? Oh yes, Miss Puckett, we like it. All right, so for my second problem right here, we would say the unit vector is, you always put the vector v on top just the way it is, 4i plus 3j. Then divided by the magnitude of v. So the magnitude of v would be equal to the square root of negative 4 squared plus 3 squared, which would be 16 plus 9, which is 25, and the square root of 25 is 5. So this will be over 5. Once again, I heart math, math hearts me, doing my math correctly. Do, do, do. Ta-da! All right, we found unit vectors and we found the angle between two vectors.